Podcast Talk. Learn English naturally.
How do people celebrate New Year's around the world?
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm John, and I'm so glad you're here. This is a place where you can relax, listen, and practice English naturally just by listening our podcast.
And I'm Daniela. Hello to everyone watching. John, are you already planning your epic New Year's Eve party with champagne, fireworks, and maybe a little too much confetti?
Absolutely. But before we pop any corks, let's travel the globe and discover how people in different countries welcome the new year. Because it's not the same everywhere. Some eat grapes, some jump over waves, others smash plates or run around the block with suitcases.
Exactly. We'll explore traditions from Europe, Asia, the Americas, Oceania, and even a few quirky ones from smaller countries. We'll share fun facts, history, food, superstitions, everything that makes New Year's celebrations so unique. Maybe you'll get inspired to add something new to your own celebration this year. But before we dive, I have one simple but important request. Please hit that subscribe button right now and ring the notification bell. Did you do it? Awesome, thank you.
Let's kick things off in Europe.
First up, Spain. Spaniards call New Year's Eve Noche Vieja, the old night. The most famous tradition is eating 12 grapes, one for each stroke of midnight on the clock. Each grape represents 1 month of the coming year, and if you manage to eat all 12 in time, good luck is guaranteed.
I tried it once in Madrid, nearly choked on grape number 8. Thousands gather at Puerto del Sol Square, watching the clock on TV and eating along with the chimes. Oh, and many wear red underwear on New Year's Eve. It's supposed to bring love and passion in the new year.
Red is definitely the lucky color. After midnight, families enjoy a late dinner with seafood, cava, Spanish sparkling wine, turrón, and polvorones. The celebrations often continue until sunrise.
In neighboring Italy, they also love the red underwear tradition. Same idea, luck in love and fortune. And on the table, you'll always find lentils with cotticino or zampone, pork sausage. Lentils look like little coins, so they symbolize wealth.
In the past, especially in southern Italy, people used to throw old furniture and objects out of windows to say goodbye to the old year. Thankfully, that's mostly banned now for safety reasons, but the spirit of renewal remains. Midnight is celebrated with spumante toasts and massive fireworks displays.
Speaking of fireworks, Germany takes them very seriously. The sky lights up everywhere. Another quirky tradition, many Germans watch the same old British comedy sketch, Dinner for One, every year. It's been a ritual since the 1960s.
They also practice Bleigießen, pouring molten lead into cold water and interpreting the shapes to predict the future. And don't forget the carp or fondue dinners with family and friends.
Over in France, it's all about elegance. The late-night feast is called Le Réveillon de la Saint-Sylvestre. Oysters, foie gras, lobster, plenty of champagne, and decadent desserts like bûche de Noël.
People dress up, go to parties or cabarets, and at midnight kiss under the mistletoe, or just anyone nearby. Paris lights up with fireworks near the Eiffel Tower.
Let's head north to Denmark. Here's a fun one. They smash old plates against friends' doors. The more broken pieces piled up by morning, the more friends and luck you'll have.
Another Danish custom, at the stroke of midnight, people jump off chairs or sofas, literally jumping into the new year for good fortune. And Queen Margaret's New Year's speech is watched by almost everyone.
Scotland takes New Year's celebrations to another level with Hogmanay, often bigger than Christmas. Street parties, torchlight processions, and huge bonfires in Edinburgh.
The tradition of first footing is charming. The first person to enter your house after midnight should ideally be a tall, dark-haired man carrying symbolic gifts: coal for warmth, whiskey for cheer, bread or shortbread for food, and sometimes salt or a coin for prosperity.
And the song Auld Lang Syne that everyone sings around the world, it originated right here in Scotland from a poem by Robert Burns. Japan celebrates New Year's very differently. It's called Oshogatsu and is more reflective and family-oriented.
Before the holiday, there's a big house cleaning, ososoji, to welcome the new year fresh. People visit shrines for Hatsumode, the first shrine visit, and hear Joya no Kane, 108 bell strikes to cleanse the 108 worldly desires.
Food is symbolic. Toshikoshi soba, long buckwheat noodles for long life. Osechi ryori, in beautiful boxes with dishes that last several days so no cooking is needed.
No big fireworks. It's quieter, with postcards, nengajo, sent to friends and family, and children receiving otoshidama, money in decorative envelopes.
China's traditional New Year is the Lunar New Year, or a spring festival, usually in January or February, but many also celebrate the Gregorian New Year in cities.
For Lunar New Year, red envelopes, hongbao, with money for children, lion and dragon dances, dumplings, fish for abundance, and fireworks to scare away evil spirits like Nin.
Let's cross the equator to Brazil, where it's summer.
Millions gather on Copacabana Beach in Rio, wearing white for peace and purity. At midnight, people jump over 7 waves while making 7 wishes, and offer white flowers to Yemanja, the sea goddess.
Fireworks, samba, caipirinhas, it's one of the biggest beach parties on the planet.
In Australia, summer too, Sydney is one of the major cities to welcome the new year with the iconic fireworks over the Harbour Bridge and Opera House.
Families have barbecues and picnics in parks or on beaches. The early timing means kids can enjoy the show before bedtime.
A few more fun traditions from around the world. In the Philippines, everything round, 12 round fruits, polka dot clothes, because circles represent coins and prosperity. They also make as much noise as possible to scare away bad luck.
In Colombia, people walk or run around the block with an empty suitcase at midnight if they want to travel a lot in the new year.
Ecuador has a similar custom, plus burning effigies, años viejos, representing the old year. In Greece, an onion is hung on the door as a symbol of rebirth, and they cut a pomegranate for good luck. The more seeds scatter, the better.
In Ireland, banging bread against walls to rid the house of evil spirits, and in South Africa, some communities, safely, throw old appliances out windows, a bit like old Italian tradition.
In Mexico, alongside the grapes, people wear colored underwear, red for love, yellow for money, white for peace. And in many Latin American countries, sweeping the house outward at midnight sweeps away bad energy.
We've already covered so many incredible traditions from Europe, Russia, Japan, China, Brazil, Australia, and a bunch of quirky ones scattered around. But the world is huge, and there are way more fascinating ways people ring in the new year. Daniela, ready to keep traveling?
Absolutely. Let's head to some places we haven't touched on yet, starting with Poland, a country with deep-rooted superstitions for good luck.
In Poland, New Year's Eve is called Sylvester, and it's all about fireworks, parties, and family gatherings. But the quirky part, many people carry scales from the Christmas Eve carp in their wallets all year for financial luck, and pockets full of small coins or even throwing money into bath water to ensure abundance.
There's also the tradition of not cleaning the house on New Year's Day so you don't sweep away good fortune. Food-wise, expect big feasts with herring, bigos, and lots of toasts with vodka. In some regions, old customs like kulig, horse-drawn sleigh rides with singing and bonfires, are making a comeback.
Sounds cozy and fun. Next, let's go to Netherlands.
The Dutch love a good party on Oudejaarsavond, Old Year's Evening. Massive fireworks displays, especially in cities like Rotterdam and Amsterdam, where bridges and harbors light up. A traditional snack? Oliebollen, deep-fried dough balls dusted with powdered sugar, kind of like donuts, symbolizing good luck.
They also dive into freezing waters on New Year's Day for the Nieuwjaarsduik, a polar plunge with thousands participating. Brave. And champagne toasts, of course.
Moving south to Switzerland.
Switzerland mixes elegance with whimsy. In Zurich, spectacular fireworks over Lake Zurich. But a fun one, some areas have Sylvester classes, people dressed in elaborate costumes and bells, parading to chase away winter spirits.
Fondue or raclette dinners are common, and lead pouring, like in Germany for fortune-telling. It's sophisticated yet festive.
Now across the Atlantic to Canada and the United States, big countries with diverse traditions.
In Canada, it's cold, so outdoor skating, beaver tails, fried dough pastries, and fireworks in places like Niagara Falls or Ottawa. Many French Canadians in Quebec have Réveillon feasts, similar to France.
In the USA, the iconic Times Square ball drop in New York City. Millions watch the crystal ball descend, then confetti and kisses at midnight. But regionally, in the South, black-eyed peas and collard greens for luck and money. In Pennsylvania Dutch areas, pork and sauerkraut.
There's also other drops like the peach in Atlanta or the pickle in North Carolina, and auld lang syne everywhere.
Let's jump to Turkey.
In Turkey, New Year's Eve is yılbaşı, family dinners with roasted turkey, yes, turkey in Turkey, mezes, raku or wine. Pomegranate is smashed on the doorstep for abundance. The more seeds scatter, the better the luck.
Lotteries are huge. Everyone buys tickets hoping for the big win. Fireworks in Istanbul over the Bosphorus are stunning.
Heading to South Africa,
South Africa celebrations mix cultures, braais, beach parties in Cape Town with fireworks over Table Mountain. In some communities, inspired by older traditions, throwing old furniture out windows, safely now, hopefully.
music, dancing, and alyar parties. Many attend watch night church services for reflection.
Now Latin America beyond Brazil, Argentina and Chile.
In Argentina, asado barbecues, sidra toasts, and fireworks in Buenos Aires, eating beans or lentils for prosperity, and some wear pink underwear for love.
In Chile, they have massive beach parties in Valparaiso, with one of the biggest fireworks shows in South America. Families eat 12 grapes too, and lentils.
Let's go east to Thailand.
Thailand celebrates the Gregorian New Year with countdowns in Bangkok, huge parties at Central World, fireworks along the Chao Phraya River, but their traditional Songkran is in April with water fights.
For January 1, temple visits, merit-making, and family dinners. Lots of street food and concerts.
South Korea next.
Solal is Lunar New Year, but Gregorian is celebrated in cities with bell-ringing ceremonies at Bosinggak in Seoul, fireworks, and K-pop concerts. Traditional tteokguk soup, even if it's not lunar.
Ancestor rituals and family gatherings blend in.
Finally, India, a vast country with regional twists.
India follows Gregorian in urban areas with parties, clubbing in Mumbai or Goa beaches, fireworks, dancing to Bollywood, but many regions have their own New Year's like Ugadi or Baisakhi later.
Sweets distribution, Rangoli decorations, and wishes in multiple languages. Naya Sal Mubarak.
And one more quirky global roundup. In Iceland, massive community bonfires and elf lore. In Sweden, reading poems on TV. In Romania, bear dances for fertility.
So many ways to say goodbye to the old and hello to the new.
Daniela, are you up for diving into even more countries?
Absolutely, John. The beauty of New Year's is how every culture adds its own twist. Some serene, some wild, all meaningful. Let's keep the journey going with Scandinavia and beyond.
Perfect. Starting in Sweden, close to our Danish friends, but with their own flavor.
In Sweden, New Year's Eve is called Nyårsafton, and it's often celebrated with family dinners featuring herring, salmon, and Jansson's Temptation, that creamy potato casserole. But a big tradition is watching the poet Alfred Lord Tennyson's poem Ring Out Wild Bells being read on TV at Skansen in Stockholm. It's a reflective moment amid the fireworks.
And fireworks are huge there too. Private ones light up the skies everywhere. Some people also eat rice porridge with an almond hidden inside. Whoever finds it gets good luck or has to get married next year.
Heading to Norway, similar vibes, but with even more outdoor fun. In Oslo, massive fireworks over the harbor, and many head to the mountains for skiing or cabin parties with gløgg, mulled wine, and kransekake cake, that towering almond ring cake.
Norwegians love their Romjul period between Christmas and New Year for relaxation, but on the 31st, it's toasts with aquavit and watching Dinner for One. Yep, just like in Germany.
Now, Finland, home of the sauna, right?
Totally. Many Finns end the year with a sauna session to cleanse body and mind. Then a unique superstition, malabdanansi, or tin casting. You melt tin horseshoes in a ladle,
Pour it into cold water and interpret the shadows or shapes for predictions about the new year. Love, money, travel, you name it.
Fireworks in Helsinki are stunning over the sea, and the president's speech is a must-watch, plus eating 7 or 9 different foods for abundance.
Let's swing to Iceland. Talk about epic.
Icelanders go big with community bonfires called Áramótabrennur, huge piles of Christmas trees and pallets burnt to symbolize letting go of the old year. Elf lore plays a role too. Some leave offerings for the hidden folk. Then, midnight fireworks. Iceland has some of the most intense private displays in the world, lighting up the snowy landscapes.
And Reykjavik parties with concerts and torch processions. It's magical with the northern lights sometimes joining in.
Shifting continents to the Middle East, starting with United Arab Emirates, especially Dubai.
Dubai is fireworks central. The Burj Khalifa show is legendary. Synchronized lights, lasers, fountains, and one of the world's biggest displays. In 2025, they're going even bigger with drone shows and records to break.
Families gather for lavish dinners, and many hotels host gala events. In neighboring countries like Saudi Arabia, celebrations are growing with concerts in Riyadh and Jeddah.
Over to Israel, New Year's isn't the main holiday, Rosh Hashanah is, but secular celebrations happen with parties in Tel Aviv, fireworks, and beach gatherings.
Now, Africa. Egypt mixes ancient and modern.
In Cairo, parties along the Nile with cruises, fireworks, and belly dancing. Some follow Coptic traditions if it aligns, but Gregorian NYE is big in cities, feasting on fata with bread with meat and rice for prosperity.
Kenya and East Africa, Nairobi has massive street parties, concerts, and church services transitioning into celebrations. Watch night services are common across many African countries, with prayers into the new year.
In Nigeria, it's all about crossover services in churches, singing, dancing, prophecies for the year ahead, then parties with jollof rice and fireworks in Lagos.
South we already touched, but Ethiopia has its own calendar. Their New Year, Enkutatаш, is in September, but many urban folks celebrate Gregorian with parties too.
Back to Asia for some lesser-known ones, Vietnam.
Vietnam's big one is Tet, Lunar New Year, but Gregorian NYE is celebrated in cities like Ho Chi Minh and Hanoi, with countdowns, dragon dances, and fireworks over the rivers, street food feasts, and family gatherings.
Indonesia, diverse as always.
In Jakarta and Bali, huge parties, beach fireworks in Bali, and some Muslim communities focus on reflection, but overall, concerts and countdowns.
Let's not forget Mexico, vibrant as ever.
Beyond grapes, borrowed from Spain, colored underwear is key. Red for love, yellow/gold for money, white for peace. Family dinners with tamales, pozole, and at midnight, eating the grapes while making wishes.
Fireworks, piñatas sometimes, and in some places, burning old calendars or effigies.
Peru has some wild ones.
Yellow underwear and flowers for luck, running with suitcases for travel, and in some indigenous areas, takanakwi, ritual fights to settle grieges and start fresh.
Plus massive parties in Lima with yellow confetti everywhere.
One more region, the Philippines, which we mentioned briefly.
Everything round and polka dots, 12 round fruits on the table, clothes with circles or dots for coins and wealth, jumping at midnight to grow taller for kids, and making noise, pots, pans, horns, to scare evil spirits.
Fireworks galore and medianoche feast with sticky rice for togetherness.
And a quick, quirky roundup. In Estonia, eating 7, 9, or 12 meals for strength. In Romania, bear dances to ward off evil. In Belarus, corn kernels thrown at chickens to predict marriage for single women.
Or in Puerto Rico, throwing buckets of water out the window to cleanse the old year.
So many ways to chase away the bad and invite the good.
Listeners, we've truly gone around the world multiple times now. From snowy saunas in Finland to beach jumps in Brazil, bonfires in Iceland to skyscraper spectacles in Dubai.
It's amazing how universal the hope for a better year is, yet so uniquely expressed.
Which new one are you tempted to try this year?
Definitely the tin casting from Finland. Sounds like fun fortune-telling. And you?
I'm tempted by the Icelandic bonfires or Filipino noise-making. I love a good dramatic send-off to the old year.
Listeners, we'd love to hear from you. How do you celebrate New Year's Eve? Do you have family traditions from another country? Share in the comments or send us a voice message. And of course, if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, and share this video with your friends.
Wherever you are, whatever your traditions, we wish you health, joy, adventure, and lots of good luck in 2026.
Happy New Year! See you!
Bye for now.